Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Audi SQ8. This model is finished off in Daytona Gray Pearl, and with options, MSRP is just over $108,000. This has the upgraded exhaust along with the black optics package and the executive package as well. So we have a very nicely spec'd model. So we'll start underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 4-liter twin-turbo V8. It is paired to the 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 500 horsepower, 568 pound-feet of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in around 4 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. And it can also tow around 7,700 pounds as well. Now, working your way to the front, you'll notice the latest Audi design for the badge. There's a forward camera, the sensors for distance pacing, along with parking sensors too. And as you can tell, gloss black surrounds the hexagonal grille there. There's also more trim accents on both sides, and then a dark housing for all the LEDs, integrated nicely with the corners of that grille. And there's 2 distinctive lines that come down the hood to give it a great look. Now, this model also has the optional 22-inch wheels, finished off in gloss black, along with having the gloss black brake calipers there. There's also body-colored fender arches with more gloss black in the lower side skirt, and it's also on the power folding side mirrors, where there's a camera and a turn signal. You'll notice it's on all the window trim, and then this has roof racks, and then the full moonroof there. And as we take a step back, there's really crisp lines that flow down the side. And with the Q8 in general, this has more of that coupe-like design. So rather than more of a traditional SUV, you have that steeply raked rear glass, but it gives a great look with all of these lines coming to the back. You'll notice there's the third brake light, along with the wiper blade, LEDs for all of the lighting, backup camera, parking sensors, and that optional quad tip sport exhaust. And then the factory hitch, of course. Now, you can use the button on the key fob or the release underneath to gain access to your cargo space, where this has a good bit of space even with this rear design. Now, it also features an adaptive suspension, and those controls there will raise and lower just the rear. So if you have some items that you'd like to load, you can lower your load height. Now, this model also has a spare tire. You really wouldn't put any items underneath, but at least you have that there. You have some cargo lights along with the storage there and this cover here. And you can fold down the back seats to get even more space. And then up top with both those buttons there, you can either close the liftgate or lock the vehicle. Now, you can grab any door handle to also lock and unlock it. And this model has Alcantara along with carbon fiber, all of the leather. You have window controls. There's also the sunshades as well, Bang & Olufsen for the audio, and a storage down below. And then a really nice design for these seats. Now, in order to fold them down, simply just pull on this lever and you can lock them into place. So now you can see the large opening here, and then you do have to unlock the seat before you can put it back up. Now, these seats also move forwards and backwards, so that makes it more versatile. And they're also heated too. That's within this LCD screen here, where you can also adjust your temperature along with where you'd like the air to go. You have your fans along with auxiliaries, storage nets too. And at my height, 5'10", I have about an inch and a half or so of headroom. So honestly, it's pretty comfortable to be in the back. And you can also fold down this middle seat individually, which is nice. And then up front, the door panel is just like the rear. There's memory seating adjustments for your driver, heated side mirrors, window controls, more storage down below, and then the same design for the seats. Now, as we start this up, there's a solid and perforated leather steering wheel with paddle shifters on both sides. On the right side, there's a favorites button. You have voice commands and some phone adjustments along with volume and tuning. And then on the left side, you have controls for the virtual cockpit. So you can use the arrows to scroll through all of this information. And if you want to bring something up in full screen, like the navigation, just push on view. And now we can go through that along with the rest of this information in a larger angle there. Now, you also have the cruise control stock. You get storage on this left side, more carbon fiber, headlight adjustments, and then working your way to the infotainment system, you have a lot more to go through. So you have a split view, and then you have all these icons that you can get through as needed, and some shortcuts on this left side, even getting into your vehicle settings here. So you can monitor all of this information here, which is nice to see. And you can also monitor the height of the vehicle too. And then you can quickly get back to home. Now, underneath that, there's engine start stop, a downhill assist. There's also shortcuts that you can place there, heated steering wheel, and you can turn that upper screen off if you would like. For the rest of the lower screen, this is for all of your climates. So your temperature, where you'd like the air to go, fan speed, you can get into your heated and ventilated seats. And you can also get into your rear climates along with the heated steering wheel there. So you can adjust that very easily. You do have a shortcut down below for the drive select, so you can get into your driving modes along with the vehicle height. And then you have traction control, some defrosters, volume and tuning. And you also have a shortcut to the camera system. So you can go through all of these angles here, including having that top-down view, and you can also get into the 3D view. So that way you can make sure there is nothing surrounding you. And you also have a shortcut down below for your driver assistance, so you can customize that as needed. Now there's cup holders. To put this into reverse, use the release on the left side and push it forwards. And then you have the same release to go backwards, and then you can use this to shift as well, or with the paddles. Now there's also the e-brake behind that, and then an adjustable armrest where you do get some auxiliaries and storage. There's also a locking glove box, and then garage door buttons up top, touch sensitive dome lights, and controls for both the sunroof and sunshade. And then even with that pillar there, you can easily see around it. Same with the left side too. So for its exterior design, it really doesn't hinder any visibility. And still in dynamic mode, second gear, here we go. And just a mild acceleration. Obviously this has so much more potential than what I'm doing today, but even with a slight acceleration, you can feel the power from this SQ8. And the paddles again are also very responsive. So it definitely adds a fun factor to this performance SUV that also has those luxury characteristics. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for this model. It is interesting to see. For the 26-year model, this hasn't incorporated that curved screen that Audi has put in some of their other 2026 models. So it'll be interesting to see what Audi does with the Q8 platform in general and any changes that may be coming to this model. It's been like this for a few years now, and usually most auto manufacturers go quite a while with the tech that they have, but I like this setup. So it's nice that for this 26-year model, if you do like the dual screen setup, you can still get this in this configuration. But hopefully you can tell a little bit of car noise, but really not much to even think about with that extra added glass there. So it's just going to give you a great point A to point B vehicle, but you can also do it having some fun with the performance that you do get from this model. And with its all-wheel steering, this isn't a long vehicle. This is a tight road here, so we may have to back up, but it's definitely very helpful in tighter situations like this. So while you may not see it drastically, you can feel the back end kick out slightly. So it will help reduce your turning radius, which is definitely helpful, especially for city driving and things like that. But we'll do one more acceleration here, just in normal mode. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Audi SQ8. Once again, huge shout out to Audi Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.